The Mariah Show.
With your guest host, Felicia Diamonds.
Chateau Mariah.
But we in Felicia Diamond Chateau right now.
Well, shit, they want to start the podcast off? Well, I really don't know what to talk about now that I'm on camera.
It's so much stuff to talk about, so many different things to talk about. Hopefully we can get through everything because it's just so much to talk about. It's just so much. Recently, what hit the news is, I don't want to get her name wrong, Quella. I will call her Quella.
Shanquella, that was her name. Say her name.
Shanquella. So she hit the news recently. You know, she was a 25-year-old woman who went out of town with her friends to Cabo. And they had a good time or whatever.
They didn't have no good time.
Well, they were supposed to have a good time.
See, they didn't have a good time. The nigga was on there talking about he had all kind of shit planned, didn't even get to do it. And all kind of shit. And they took that girl out of the country. And me personally, I don't feel like it was plotted, but I feel like it was already bad feelings before they got there. You get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers already probably had it out for her. You get what I'm saying? And there's no way I could be on a trip with my homegirl or even somebody I'm just associates with, and we just about to all sit around record while somebody getting their ass whooped, not fighting back while naked. Like, first of all, nigga, you shouldn't even have felt comfortable in a room with them fighting naked like that. You should have been like, hey, stop. Instead of saying, Quilla, at least fight back, nigga. At least stop recording and stop this shit. Fuck is you talking about?
That's just period. You dead wrong as a grown man sitting there recording that fight, watching this girl get the crap beat out of her, and all your big, buff, manly, stupid-looking ass could say is, can't you fight back? If somebody was whooping your big, buff, stupid-looking ass and you was losing the fight, you want somebody to tell you to fight back, or do you want somebody to break it up? And she is a whole female, so you sound
stupid. Get this bitch off of me. Get this bitch off me. Period. But you know, like, I done been put in situations like that too. You know, motherfuckers get out of town with you and they get mad because you can spend money in a way that they can't. Or you look better in your outfits than they do. Like, bitches are really weird.
Very, very, very weird. The guy, another guy that was involved in the whole situation, he came on there and said that he wasn't even there the day of the fight, that he came to Cabo the day after the fight. So he just walked into it. He didn't even know what he was walking into, okay? He said when he got there, he noticed Quella was out of it. She was non-responsive. He said she had a knot on her head. She had busted an eye. Her eye vessel was busted. And she had a bump somewhere else. And, you know, he just basically made the video to say that he wasn't there, not knowing what he potentially did was bring more harm to himself. Because for you to acknowledge the fact that this lady was non-responsive and you talking about you called the nurse, no, you should have took way more actions than that.
But like I said, some of the things that he did say, you know, did make sense. You know, if I come into a room...
Only because he wasn't there.
Yeah, because he wasn't there. So if I come into a room after, you know, y'all been here a day before me, I'm pretty sure y'all was drinking and y'all was partying, y'all was celebrating the fact that, you know, y'all made it to Mexico. And when I walk in, I see somebody, you know, she said she had a busted head and all that. Maybe she fell. You know, when people get drunk, they fall, they do all kind of shit, you know, all kind of goofy shit. So, you know, in my perspective...
Pause right there. Now, if I walk into a room and Michaela is sitting there unresponsive, and she has a bump on her head, and she can't speak, and can't nobody tell me that she drunk and she fell down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a difference from being intoxicated to being beat the fuck up, fighting for your life. It's a big difference in that. And I don't give a fuck. And I am saying it like that. I felt like that man should have knew off the dribble that that girl wasn't intoxicated. She was beat up and clinging for life. You can take it over from right there.
But Felicia, they're young. You got to think about that. They think
25?
Yeah, that's still young. You get what I'm saying? Like, if me and my friends was out or whatever, and then I get there a day late, and they telling me she drunk or whatever, and then maybe she got a history of getting drunk, you know, like, we getting drunk, whatever. They told him that. You get what I'm saying? They told him she drunk. You get what I'm saying?
But that's like if you tell me that it's raining boogers outside.
But he didn't know her neck was broke. He didn't know her spinal was fucked up.
It's a difference, like I said, between highly intoxicated and beat up and clinging for life.
But I don't
That's
think
two
he had
different
nothing to do with
totally
her
things.
dying. I don't think he had nothing to do with her dying because the damage was already done.
I'm not saying. I'm saying he
there.
incriminated himself.
Yeah, they all should have been lawyering up.
Period. You implicated yourself, and you saying all this shit about she found her
He implicated
irresponsible
because he was there.
and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because they was gonna find out he was there anyway.
But he kept saying,
but
I'll
he
post my
implicated
flight
himself.
itinerary. For a guilty person, I don't think they'll keep saying, I'll show my flight itinerary, the timestamps, Instagram, all that. But instead of you getting on Instagram live, nigga, you should have been calling the best lawyer you could find to see, to pay that retainer. Because now the FBI involved, I would have been had a lawyer. The day she died, I would have had to give me a lawyer because the shit just don't add up with nothing. You get even with me, if I was him, I would, after all this shit happened, I would have been the first nigga getting a lawyer. Hold on, cause I wasn't even there. She dead, and there's some shit going, and I gotta protect myself.
But he also fucked up when he also agreed to call the mom and say they had to come back because she had alcohol poisoning. You fucked up right there.
I would have never left
Everybody who left her there and claimed that it was alcohol poison, it's a wrap. It's a wrap because all you guys was in this on purpose. And I heard she fought more than one girl. I heard she fought 3 of the girls. Come on, that was a blatant, raw attack, and that shit was not cool.
Y'all fought her while she was naked. There's no way I could be recording, sitting here with my phone up like this, recording somebody really getting their ass whipped naked. My nigga, come on now, like, y'all not in the ghetto. Y'all wasn't in the hood, nigga. Y'all was in Cabo. Y'all should have been outside in the pool, chilling outside, finding something to do, all that shit. But y'all in there fighting. Like, that's ignorant, my nigga.
When she came in there, the fight, they posted another video, the initial video, before the fight. She's walking through the villa. She's recording it. She said, dang, it's taking y'all that long to get naked. It's taking y'all that long to look naked. When she put the camera in there where the rest of the girls was at, they just standing around looking like some mad ass fucking hooligans. Like the trip was already going to hell for them. It did not give the happy amped up type of vibe. Like, we in Cabo, bitch. It wasn't even giving that. You know what I mean? So the shit is just very eerie. Anyway, very, very eerie, very fucked up and scandalous.
No. And I'm saying from my own perspective of being in situations, I got left in Vegas one time. I got a nigga tried to leave me in Vegas. I got into it with his family, and them bitches was acting weird. You get what I'm saying? Because I know how to carry myself in different situations and things like that. And the last time I almost got left in Vegas, the bitch was jealous of me because I was getting money and she wasn't. You get what I'm saying? And she was so worried about being with a bitch ass nigga, and he didn't even send her no money. I traveled with her. I could have got on the bus. I didn't have a car at the time. But the bitch tires popping. She ain't got no money for the tires. I got to come out my pocket. I call my nigga that's with her nigga. My nigga break bread. Her nigga don't. Don't got no money for the room, nothing. My homegirl like, get away from that bitch. Get away from that bitch. That bitch ain't shit. Get away from her. Get away from her. And I got away from that bitch at the last minute. I couldn't find my ID and everything. I thought that bitch took it. But that was God. I found that shit at the last minute and got on. Bitches is
that's
weird.
Fucked up that you had to experience something like that. These bitches is weird. And I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen firsthand. I've seen bitches flip out on weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I see bitches flip out and let's call it for what it is. Let's put these stupid ass, ignorant, black, dumb, ghetto, trash ass. Let's put
hey, I'm gonna have to start the
Well, I'm
why you say black? It ain't just black.
Whoa, no. Well, you know what, y'all? Hold on. You don't hold up.
Take that back.
No, I'm not taking shit back.
Because Mexicans get into it with each other. White girls get into each other, fight each other.
And
too.
I want to say,
which if you going on a trip, this is the whole thing. I want motherfuckers to get from this. If you going on a trip, you get what I'm saying with somebody or something. I don't know what the fuck she talking about.
Like that. I get so mad, you guys.
Well, she believes it, so maybe she can say that, but I don't know.
I'll be like that. I'm sorry, you guys.
And my whole thing is if you go out with somebody in a group of people, you're supposed to return with those people. You get what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers have been in all type of shit. And then every hood, shootouts, all type of shit. You leave with who you came with. And that just is what it is. And for y'all to have left her out there makes y'all look bad. My whole thing is y'all could have waited and seen what was going on and then left and kept the family in communication. But, you know, they say when something happens, it's either fight or flight. And y'all took that flight.
You know, and you know, people do flip out every day. But to flip out to the point to where you feel the need to have that much hate in you, to like you want to take somebody's life, that's different. You know what I mean? And it needs to be all the way shut down. You need to be held accountable.
And you know what? I fought a bitch 75% naked with 7-inch heels on. The bitch ran up on me in the bathroom. I can't make the shit up. Yeah. And somebody caught her up there on me. So I'm blindsided. You get what I'm saying? But guess what? I do my shit. And it just makes me not trust people and it makes me watch my back. You get what I'm saying? And I see that somebody lost their life for putting their trust and being in a group of people. You get what I'm saying? And shit, if you in a group of 5, you know, 3 out of 5 of them is some haters. You get what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
I just think it's unfortunate that women cannot come together and have enough respect for one another than to show your ass and to get ignorant all the fucking time.
They got ignorant to the point where somebody lost their life. You get what I'm saying? Rather, if it was anybody else on that trip, it could have been the other girl. It could have been one of the dudes. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all not taking accountability of being at fault and being negligent. Whoever was recording, that nigga needs to be put on trial first, because all you showed was BITCH, bitch, in big letters, my nigga, because ain't no way no nigga about to sit there and just be so entertained by this shit. She not fighting back. So at that point, you should have been like, hey, stop it. Quilla, you go over here. What's that girl name? Dejanay. You go over there with her manly looking ass. He should have tackled that bitch. But anyways, yeah, I just feel like this girl lost her life, and like they said, it should be they should be charged with what is it called? Femicide. I hope I'm saying it right, but it should be Afro-femicide. You get what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
It should be Afro-femicide for the black woman. You get what I'm saying? Because we are not protected by anyone. She went with a group of people and was not protected by her own group of people. Fuck them being black. They could have been white. Could have been blue, green, whoever.
Nah, man,
whatever
we
group
gotta
of people.
call it what it
but
is.
We gotta call it for what it is and how we see it.
Man.
We're not protected by no group of source of people. And I feel like they should charge them with Afro-femicide. She was a businesswoman. She was young. She did kids' hair. I can't sit and do no kids' hair, period. Because if I can't talk shit to them when they crying, tell them to shut their ass up.
She was so beautiful.
I can't do it.
Like
she
I
was
told
doing
you,
stuff for her community.
She reminded me of Naomi Campbell.
She loved her parents.
She was fly.
And shouldn't nobody.
She reminded me of Naomi Campbell.
Nobody have to bury their child.
She was fly.
And that's how I feel like it's worse for the parents, because you think your daughter is successful and she's out here living her life and she's far away from home. She's going to see different things. You know, they from South Carolina or North Carolina. I don't want to get it wrong. It's one of the Carolinas. And they far, far away from home. You get what I'm saying? And to go out there and lose your life and your mom and dad are trying to figure out what happened to you. I'm my mother only child. You get what I'm saying? I'm the oldest child. So I just couldn't even imagine my mother looking to see what happened to her kid. Like, there's no answers for this girl beyond the grave. She not here no more. But I promise you, they better figure it out. They didn't let Brittany Griner slip through the tracks. They can't even find out where she at. You get what I'm saying? But they don't want us fucking with the Russians. But y'all not gonna go get that black woman who played basketball for America?
They won't go get her. They definitely not going to get you. Or nobody else. You know?
I just feel like, them people got themselves into some shit they can't get out of, and they need to go get a motherfucking lawyer, because I'm telling you, they doing some time.
Sorry, y'all. I'm back. I have to go take a little break real quick. Yeah, and that's one of the things that we want to talk about. I want to talk about more unity amongst black women. I want to talk about black women coming together as one. Support each other, uplift each other, inspire, because we are all beautiful black queens. There's no reason to have to feel no type of belittlement.
And we're fighting the same fight. You get what I'm saying? We fighting the fight at work. We fighting the fight at home. We fighting the fight with ourselves. We feel everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, we are the mothers of this country. You get what I'm saying? And when I say that, I mean that. You get what we are the mothers of this country, whether we have kids or not. We bear the burden. You get what I'm saying? Have to breastfeed these slave owners' kids, and then they grow up calling you a nigga. Oh, you think we don't feel that? You think we don't keep that inside of us? You get what I'm saying? So y'all have to understand, I go hard for black women. You get what I'm saying? Because we don't have no voice. It's like, they more scared of us than they is of the black man. Because they know we are the mothers of America. Period. We are the woman of America.
So we need that amongst each other. We need that unity amongst each other to build ourselves up. Because as the people, we are already so powerful as the people, but we the one that face more adversities, because we are our own enemies. We are standing in our own way of greatness. Every time you let that hate fester up in you, and you projecting all this hate out here, you taking away from yourself. You taking away from the fact that you can also be great.
But that goes back to slavery. That goes back to slavery. You put the young slave against the old slave, the light-skinned slave against the dark-skinned slave, the woman against the man against the woman. To trust who? Master. Who is master? Y'all know who that is. I can't say too much because they'll cancel me before I even start.
So much more powerful together. It's amazing what unity could do amongst the people. It's just, I
just don't understand how we can go to come together when it's a faulty situation like George Floyd and Emmett Till and, even Rodney King. We can come together to tear some shit up for them. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to us and the shit we do, we need to be held accountable for ours as a people. And we need to start loving each other and really lifting each other up. Instead of when you see somebody get something new, right? Oh, how you get that? Don't worry about how a motherfucker got it. I got it, and it's in front of you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, stop worrying about
don't sign me.
Stop worrying about other people's
stuff. Ask me what can I do. Don't say how I got it. Ask me what can I do to get it. Ask me what can I do to get it.
Quit the envy, quit the hate.
Get put up on game. It's so much shit you can do out here. But I feel like they was jealous of her. And I feel like it was already some bad blood before they got there for them to go to that extent to do her like that, period. It was already some bad blood and some, vibes going before they even got to Cabo. Me personally.
Had to be.
Maybe they was getting into it on the way there, the layovers, all that shit. One of them didn't have no money to eat and she did. It be the little shit. Damn.
you know, whatever it was unfortunate, you know, and it should have never went down, period. You know, it was ridiculous. It should have never went down. That's just that.
I'm high. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't start smoking this weed, but you know, the weed is actually part of the podcast. And shit, yeah, I'm a weed head, but I like to talk about shit that's actually, you know, relevant and need to be talked about. And next,
I want to know, but
no, wait, hold on. We're gonna be on Cold Stormy next because this video is getting kind of long. It's 20 minutes.
Okay, well, I do want to say that, you know, I want to give Kyrie Irving his flowers now while I'm able to give them to him.
And Kanye, you're not getting no flowers.
Kyrie, I stand with Kyrie Irving.
I stand with Kyrie. I know who I am. My name is Michaela, and you can look that up and it'll tell you what it means in Hebrew. I have a Hebrew name, and you can't take that away from me.
So, yes, I stand with Kyrie 1,000%.
And Kanye West just saying shit because he dug himself into a deeper ditch, and now he didn't threw his hand, tried to hide his fist. Now he's trying to throw the hand back out there, but we don't want it. We really don't.
Every time the black man stand up for himself, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Every time he do his research, he digging in the wrong book. Don't look in that book. First, they didn't want us to read out of no books. And now they trying to pick and choose.
Oh, we couldn't read out of no book, but they gave you the Bible that they interpreted.
You know what I mean?
We can't read out of no book. But they give the one nigga out of the whole plantation that book that they know they control the people with, that they interpreted for they shit. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Know yourself. So can't nobody tell you who you are. And that's just period. Because I know me and I know who I am and I know where I come from. You know? And my grandpa, rest in peace, is Nigerian.
We love Africa.
Adeshina, to be exact. Just a little fact about me.
That's just that on that, you know what I mean? And then, you know, Africa is the mother. Everybody knows that. So we're not going to even debate the whole fact of what Africa is to the culture, but it's big. You know what I'm saying?
Africa is the only continent that is implanted into the earth. You get what I'm saying? And if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. It is the motherland. That's where all the greatest shit come from. And my grandpa used to tell me, Africa is the most beautiful place you could ever live in, but they show you what they want you to see. You get what I'm saying? That's why you gotta dig beyond deeper than what they teach you at school, because they teach you what they want you to know. You get what I'm saying? That's why your kids will always be ignorant if you are. So you need to educate yourself so you can educate your kids. It starts at home.
So, Kyrie Irving, I'm really, 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 really proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You are courageous man. You know what I mean? And you stand for what you stand for.
And we're going to say Colin Kaepernick, too, because they did that man so wrong.
And you stand for what you stand for.
And y'all standing on what y'all stand for and keep standing on it, stump on it, dance on it.
And it's hard to do. You know, when you got to face adversities like what they doing to you, taking your job from you. And everything like that.
They say America is freedom of speech, but how free is it?
What's free?
How free is it?
You know.
How free is it?
I was finna start rapping Meek Mills.
I'm not trying to get no copyright infringement.
Yes, what's free? You see me? But, so I see everybody out here that's standing up on what they standing on. You know, I see Kanye West spiraling. I don't even want to get on Kanye.
Yeah, this is about, that was about,
I just feel.
And follow me on Instagram, at Black Mariah, BLCKK MARIAH. Okay, this is just the first one. I had to get this out there for the one time. I'm going to edit some of the things out because...
And like you guys can follow me on YouTube at Felicia Diamonds. That's it. Thank you.
You have other platforms.
Yes, I do have other platforms, but the one that I'm working on right now is just strictly my YouTube. So I want to send all the traffic to my YouTube page. It's Felicia Diamonds. And you can follow me right there. I have a lot of content over there you guys can check out. I mostly talk about current events as well. And I do reviews on different things. So go over there and like, subscribe, and share my content. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a good one. Peace.